Oh, why don't you just lie down?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are here today with two of our longtime volunteers, Meredith and Henrik, puppy raisers with pads. And curled up on them, behind them, around them are the lovely Anna and Amand. And I don't know how you got two dogs with such similar names, but there you go. Uh, but I'm going to just invite everybody who's watching to, if you have questions, if you're watching on Facebook, you can type your questions into the comments. If you're watching on Zoom, you can click the Q&A button and post your questions there. But right now, tell us where you're watching from. And while you do that, I'm going to ask Meredith and Henrik my proverbial first question. How is it that you came to be part of the PADS family? How did you wind up with PADS?
Well, I think it started about 11 years ago or so, and we felt that there was something sort of missing. And through a former colleague, I had sort of been made aware that there was this PADS program because we both love dogs, and PADS was just an opportunity to get a dog with access to professional trainers and a dog that you could basically integrate fully into your life and go where you go. So it was just a very good mix. And so we sort of joined because of the dogs, and we've been volunteers for 11 years because of the community, I think is fair to say without being too corny.
You've heard that one before. Came for the puppies, stayed for the people. So
That's right.
Exactly.
yeah, well, thank you. And so we've got a few people watching, and I just want to say welcome. Some folks watching. Mark is watching from Minneapolis, and Barbara, who's actually raising Anna's brother, Christoph, who's now Salcha at one of our sister schools, is watching. So welcome. We're glad that you're here. And so why didn't you guys start off by introducing these two little ladies? I don't know if it's possible to see them. And oh, and we have some folks watching from Sweden. So
Yep.
um, is that some family?
Eh, absolutely, it's family. But yeah, no, we'll keep it in English for now.
Give it in English.
All right. So welcome everyone. We're glad that you're here. And we already have questions coming in. So just give me 1 second. Oh, not a question. Hello, Lise from Vancouver. So I just flipped up. Glad that you're here. So tell us a little bit. So we invited you to come on, and part of what we're doing is kind of giving people a glimpse into our community and some of the people in it. And what's unique about the two of you is that you often, um, I want to say you're suckers for punishment, but you often have two puppies, not just one. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yeah. So when we said goodbye to our first PADS puppy, and he was unable to complete the program, it was really, really hard. And so, after Henrik and I sort of talked about it, we're thinking, okay, can we do this again? And it's like, yes, we can do this again. And so what we thought was that when it was time for the next one to move on from our house into another stage of their training or whatever, we thought, well, maybe we should overlap. And PADS allows us to have an adult dog, like a dog over a year, and then bring in a new puppy so that the bonding can happen with the humans and not just amongst the dogs. And it worked out really well. So the transition was a lot easier once we had the second dog kind of waiting in the wings, so to speak. And so it was a lot easier for me emotionally, and it just made the experience all that much better. And also there's a benefit to the dogs as well. When you bring a new puppy home, it's very overwhelming for everyone. And when there is an older, more experienced, more relaxed dog in the house already, it just makes those first few weeks even better for the puppy. So, and we're lucky enough that we can do this with the work that we do, and the lifestyle that we have, that we can take on two dogs. It is really not for everybody, but it works for us, and we've made concessions so that we could do this.
Yeah. And it's interesting. I didn't do two dogs. Um, Actually I did for brief periods, but I always after I think, and I had similar experience to you of like giving up that first dog and then having a gap. And that was really hard, especially with your first puppy that you give up. And so I did really enjoy the fact that after that, I kind of made a point of saying, once you know that my dog is scheduled for turn-in, like you basically can't have them until you give me another puppy. And it was really nice. I did really appreciate that bridge, because I also felt that it helped the puppy be set up for success. But it's not for everyone. I always had, 2 approved handlers in the house, and so that, each person was kind of responsible for, in our case, one of the dogs at a time, and there was always a big age gap. So right now, so how old are the puppies right now?
So the little almond, she's just about 10 weeks, and you can probably, she just came from a walk, so she's just a little bit dopey.
Snoozing.
Yeah, so she's in from the nut litter, and then Anna from the frozen, she's just over 14 months, I believe. My math is correct.
And funny enough, the frozen litter pup is actually right in front of the fireplace. I don't know if Henrik, if you just move slightly. I don't know if you can see her through the puppy gate, and of course a black dog, right? Yeah. But yeah, so she's just chilling in front of the fireplace. So yeah.
Well,
but with regards to having 2, I actually used to think, or maybe I used to tell myself, that some aspects were actually easier to have 2 because they kind of entertain each other. But that's absolutely not true. Like you need, it's way more vigilance. And especially, yes, it's good to have the older dog be a year or older, but a year is still a puppy. And the little puppies at this age need to sleep 20-ish hours a day. So it's actually incumbent on us to be the ones that monitor that, because the small puppies don't self-regulate. The older dog is happy to play for much, much more than sort of the awake hours for the little puppy. So yeah, it's actually, it's quite a lot of finagling and stuff to keep these guys so that the little one gets rested enough.
Yeah. And it's important to kind of ensuring that we're setting these pups up for success, that they are building those skills that they're going to need in their life, that they don't just play all day long and think that that's the norm, that they learn to settle and have an off switch and all that good stuff. So, and I think too, the other thing, I mean, we spoke about this before, is that, this is not something you undertook right out of the gate. This is, for some experience and lots of training and lots of tools in your toolkit. And it's also, even, if some of our volunteers are watching it, it is not for everyone. So not every lifestyle or, individuals or whatever are kind of like a good match for this arrangement. Although we are certainly grateful for the 2 of you, both your commitment to PADS, but also your skill that you've built up over the years in terms of the tools in your toolkit to kind of manage kind of all of the things that 2 puppies can throw at you. So tell me a little bit about the puppies that you've raised. I think people have this perception that all PADS puppies are alike. We breed these beautiful, calm, sweet, quiet dogs that are always serene. They come out of the womb that way.
That's right.
Then they
totally
angelic service dogs.
That's
right. So give us a little bit of the reality check, but a little bit of a history lesson too. Tell us about the dogs that you've raised.
Okay, well,
do it quickly and
chronologically. Yeah, okay.
Chronologically.
Okay, so our first dog, our first dog, Lionel, was released for medical reasons, and he was a very sort of slow, methodical, lovely dog. Hey, Peter. And then we had, after him, we had a completely different dog. She is a yellow lab, and her name is Dixon, and she was a lot more energy, a lot more kind of, let's do this. Yeah. And then from her, we had our first golden retriever, and those actually
so not to interject, but that was the first real life lesson at PADS, was getting our third dog. Me and my infinite wisdom thinking, oh, well, we got this. We know how to do this now. So yeah, third dog, top of the world. And then we get a golden, and we are humbled very, very quickly that we know nothing about the various kinds of personalities and temperaments, because yeah, we saw some movement on that scale, but then a golden sort of just, oh my God, this is
And you
totally
gotta
different.
love Goldens. I mean, they're really good for many, many things. You know, they're beautiful connecting dogs, but they require a very different mindset when training them. And then after Darwin, we sort of helped co-raise Gunner, who was another
golden.
another Goldie, beautiful Gunner, who is now a breeding dog. So yay! And then after that, we got Padme. Padme is part of the Star Wars litter, so may the force be with you. And she was also released for medical reasons, but she's just a beautiful, spunky black lab, just adored working. She's having a lot of fun now. She is an ambassador. Well, that's a pet, but I think she's also the ambassador for the Granville Island Hotel. So sorry, I'll plug there. And then after Padme was, you gave us a project.
We got Peach, and Peach was, I think, a bit of a project. We got her at 10 months as opposed to 8 weeks. And she had developed some fears, etc. So we were asked to address her fear of kennel, her sort of to have her regain trust in people, etc. And so we worked with her, I think, around 9 or 10 months before she was adopted into the positively best family she could possibly have been adopted into. Yes. So we always like it when they land on their paws, and Peach got the softest landing of all.
After Peach, we went on a holiday.
Yeah, we went away, and then we came back, and we started our February madness by picking up and toilet training a 8-weeker in the middle of winter, which is not recommended. But we got Monet from the famous artist litter, and she
in February of 2019,
I think. Yeah.
And then we got Anna from the frozen litter in February of 2020, and now we have Almond of the nut litter in 2021.
So Monet was our first and so far only, knock on wood, behavioral release. But that didn't mean that there was something wrong with her. It just meant that she wasn't compatible with service work. So she ended up on Vancouver Island with a great couple, and she's just having the time of her life. So
yeah, and they adore her, and so it's all great. So, and then we're still in the process with Anna, and of course Almond's just started. So we've run the gamut of having medical releases, I know we probably skipped into another kind of conversation here, but we've had medical releases, behavioral releases, and we've had one success as a service dog. So
But yeah, I also kind of considered Darwin a success. He didn't want to do service work, but he's with Casey Wright as his VIP, and I think that's another fantastic match.
Yeah.
Well, and he's able to put all of his good stuff that you built into him and really help and support Casey in his role there. And so that's been I get like choked up just thinking about that.
That's right. We consider that an absolute win for us.
All of us. So. I mean, I love the expression that most dogs are therapy dogs. Just a lot of them are freelance. I mean, I love that because it's so true. I mean,
I love you guys.
Dogs come into our lives and they change us in really positive ways. And yeah, it's really helped us along our journey in our life. And we just pass that along.
Yeah. So Mark has a question. What's the difference between training a golden versus a lab?
So training a dog is a lot about sort of understanding the dog's body language and how they speak to you, because they speak a lot. But let's just say that the golden dialect is a little different from the PADS one. So from the lab one rather. So what we found is that we have to be much more environmentally aware. Like Goldens can be very, very sensitive in terms of what can upset them. It could be elements like some contractor leaves a bright orange toolbox on the grass, and one of our Goldens would absolutely freeze when he saw something like that because he didn't expect it. And that was a completely sort of baffling experience to him.
Yeah, they're very sensitive to their environments. Goldens a little bit more so than the labs, at least in my experience. And I find that that sensitivity, that sort of hyper awareness, it makes it just a little more challenging for you as a trainer or as a raiser to kind of like, okay, well, let's navigate this environment together and show you that it's all okay and that sort of thing. So you have to really be mindful of everything that's going on around you, and it's a lot of multitasking and just sort of assessing and making
practically speaking, again, I don't have any scientific backup for this, but anecdotally, based on our experience, the Goldens are not necessarily as food motivated as labs. So working with them may require sort of different tactics to get them engaged with you. And I think the earlier you start with that, like building that engagement bond with your Goldie puppy, I think the better off you are in the long run.
Yeah, it's interesting because I would agree with you. And it's funny because I've raised several Goldens, and probably the only one that I've had that's been heavily food motivated is Cadence, and yet she's the one that's gone on to be the service dog because she's very, very easy to motivate, right? Like she's just like, put a kibble in my mouth and I'll be yours for days and days and days. So, but I think that is one of the challenges that we have with Goldens, and yet they bring some really lovely traits in terms of they're very affiliative. They love people. They tend to have a really nice handler focus. That sometimes I know if I were to compare my Goldens to my labs, I found my labs were way more dog distracted. I had a harder time keeping their attention on me. So it's quite, there's pluses and minuses with both breeds. There's a reason that our program is predominantly Labradors, or that we use the Lab Golden crosses, because then we get some of that nice stuff from both, or somewhere in the middle. Sorry, I'm scrolling because there's a lot of people watching and people posting questions, so just bear with me 1 second here.
Yeah, so I can just mention one little anecdote with Goldens is the environmental awareness can it may sound sort of quasi hilarious, but one of the things is like when you kind of want to wrap up for the evening and you want to make sure that they've properly toileted and everything. And with a Golden, sometimes it feels like that they can be fully ready to go. And so you can, wrap it up. But then it's like one blade of grass is out of alignment and the moment's gone and we're back at square one. And now we have to set up again to try to get things going. So it's
we're talking about toilet behavior.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what we saw mostly with Goldens, is that's a bigger deal.
We can talk about the potty business on the podcast. So it's life, right? So
True.
So we have a question from Carol Ann, who's Cornea, who's posted, what's your advice about balancing a physically active life with raising a PADS puppy?
Well, I mean, in the pre-COVID times, or in it's hard to say. I mean,
I can say something with regards to PADS, and this started maybe a few years ago. It was always sort of unofficially there, but I think a few years ago, the exercise guidelines for PADS were reformatted, revamped, relaunched, extremely clear, and I wish that everyone with the dog, not just PADS racers, had clear guidelines in terms of how much they should exercise their dogs, especially when they're young. And it's so easy to over exercise a dog, and you can get problems down the road because of that. So like when they're little, like we use the 5 minutes per month of age kind of exercise guideline, and then of course that they need to sleep tons. So I would, as a general rule, without knowing the circumstances, I would never run with a dog until they're at least a year or older and show a clear sort of predisposition towards running with you. Otherwise, it's err on the side of under exercising them.
Also, I mean, these dogs, they have to learn to be without us for small periods of time throughout the day. So in the beginning, we start off with really short bursts of being in their kennel, like we only leave them alone if they're in their kennels. And so this requires a little bit of work. So if we do have to do something that, requires us to be out of the house, or both of us out of the house, then we work up to it. I mean, obviously with the little one in the house, we don't leave the house a lot, but it's COVID, so it's not a big deal. Before that, we would have to really arrange our schedules so that one of us was home all the time. And because we both work from home, it was quite easy to do, quite easy to manage. So really, I mean, what we find is that scheduling and balancing and just sort of making sure that everybody's needs are met, right? I mean, we like to go out and walk and get exercise ourselves, but the little one can really not go that far. So we take turns. And, it's actually kind of nice. We get a break from each other because now we spend all our time together. No. So, yeah, I mean, it's really changed because of COVID. And I mean, it's easier in some ways, but then again.
Yeah, but in short, though, for pads, we want sort of healthy, lean and sort of physically able dogs, but without them being Olympians, right? They can't require like to run off leash 3 hours a day chasing balls, because then they couldn't really function as working dogs, because that's not what life looks like.
We have to keep in mind their futures as well, right?
Yeah, and it's it's one of those things. I think that's probably been one of my challenges is, and it's something that I didn't think about pre-disability, is that you just take your dog for a walk. And, I'm in downtown Calgary right now, and all the curb cuts are full of ice. So my chair can't navigate them. So I was posting the other day trying to figure out, like, where is there in town where there's a clear pathway that I can take my dog so she can get some exercise. And so I think, for puppy raisers to be thoughtful about that it's not simply a matter of taking your dog for a walk sometimes, that things like snow and ice and reality kind of strike at times. And so, and trying to kind of find those ways to do that, but also having a dog who's quite content to be curled up at my feet all day, that if it's a blizzard out there and I physically can't, take her for a run, she's not going to come unglued and tear my apartment, to shreds because she's going stir crazy. So I think it's trying to build a dog that is dynamic and adaptable.
Yeah, absolutely. One sort of closing piece on that is the value of sort of cerebral exercise for the dog, in terms of playing games with them where they are kind of intellectually challenged. Those kind of games, they don't require large swaths of land, because they are actually exhausted from just having to think a little bit harder. So it's one of those kind of things that we have to, tools and tricks that we pull out when it's just too nasty outside to go for long walks.
Well, I joked for a long time that I was a bad dog mom because my dog didn't own a Kong. Which is kind of a pad staple. Like, I just have never been a Kong person. It wasn't a thing back in the day when I started raising, and then when it became a thing, I was kind of already sort of set in my ways, and so I didn't. But this year I literally bought like a half dozen stuffable toys, because with COVID, just the amount of enrichment that Cadence is getting has gone down so much, right? Like, she's not going out to work with me and getting all that stimulation, so she gets a meal a day in a Kong, and that just takes the edge off. Like, it makes her kind of work at it instead of just getting a bowl full of kids. And certainly we do training exercises and stuff like that, anyway, but it's just one more thing that you're right, like just that, the puzzles and the brain games and all that good stuff. So I think Cadence is grateful for COVID on that front. So Vanessa's asking, does having two dogs help with dog distraction?
You'd like to think so.
Yeah. But no.
No. It helps with dog distraction for those particular dogs. So they get used to each other, and when we're out and about, they're not sort of trying to, interact and play with each other all the time, over time. But we find that, it doesn't really help with dog distraction. What helps with dog distraction is engagement, right? So, you want to be more fascinating than the world around you and the dogs and all the things that are moving around you. So really, the onus is on you to be more engaged with your dog, to make your dog more engaged with you, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
So long answer, there you go. But short answer is no.
No. At least that shouldn't be the expectation.
Yeah. Sorry.
They don't generalize the interaction with one dog to all other dogs out there.
No.
Yeah. And I think that's a really good thing to remember too, is there is no shortcuts, right? And so, we talked a little bit about, how there is some benefit in the early days of having that more mature, calm dog who kind of knows the routines and the different things kind of there. I joked a little bit that, some of my puppies that were about to go into advanced training kind of taught baby puppies the expectation, but that was more around things like mealtime. Like I'd hold the bowl and the older dog would sit and they would get their bowl and the puppy would be like, I can do that.
Yeah.
Right. So they kind of can see what it looks like.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating. I think Jackie talked on one of our podcasts about how if puppies see their mothers working, that down the road they learn those skills faster if they saw their mothers do it. And so she was doing exercises, training mama dogs in front of puppies. Anyway, it's quite fascinating, all of that, how dogs kind of learn from each other. But tell me a little bit about right now. I mean, obviously things are different with COVID, but what does an average day look like for the two of you? Like, do the dogs get time apart? Do they have separate training sessions? Do they kennel separately? Like, what does that look like for you?
Oh yeah, totally. So they sleep separately in kennels up in our bedroom. They are with us through the night. With the little one, the amount of times that we go out with her, as this is week 2?
We're into week 3 now.
Oh, we're into week 3. So the number of times we go out with her has dropped drastically. So really our day starts at about 6:20?
Yeah, something like that.
Just a little after 6 o'clock in the morning. And so we tag team, Henrik and I. So he gets up, he takes the little one out to pee, and then I engage with the older one, and then we switch. And then the older one goes out to pee, and then we have a leisurely breakfast. The little one has to spend time in the pen, as we mentioned earlier, self-regulating. She doesn't do that well, and she often will need a nap. And then he works from home, I work from home, so we separate. He goes upstairs to the office. I usually stay in the living room or work at the dining room table. Yeah. And most of the times the dog stays with me. They just sort of crash together, and they're happy together, and we're learning about just how to settle in the house with other animals, right?
The off switch is something you got to work a little bit harder at when you have 2. Like it's harder for both. Even the older one has to sort of be mindful. But over the years, we've accumulated quite a bit of sort of support tools. Like obviously we have a number of kennels, but then the exercise pen, the X pen, is an absolute godsend for sort of keeping the dogs apart and giving sort of a non-kennel environment. For example, like Meredith was saying, during mealtime and those kinds of things.
Our mealtime.
Yeah, when we're eating, exactly. And then actually I find one of the benefits with having 2 is that in the olden days, pre-COVID, when we would go to the class would be such an artificial environment with all these other dogs, clicks to the left and the right, and the dog sort of in front of you has to pay attention to, which click is it that I'm working on? And we can emulate a poor man's PADS classroom with 2 dogs that we can kind of train at the same time and sort of help reinforce the need to focus on the trainer without being distracted by another dog 10 feet away. Mm-hmm. So that's something that helps us. And I think long-term, once we get a little bit better at it, perhaps, then the dogs will also, we've already noticed progress. Mm. We did some trickier stuff with Anna, and it's like, but it's like what Meredith was saying, like we have to be really engaging in this sort of double-headed training session. Then as trainers, we have to be extremely engaging with the dog in front of us to make sure that they don't get distracted by what the other dog and the other person is doing.
Yeah, so we do bake in time for like separate training sessions, and because they require very different exercise amounts, Anna and
myself, a different curriculum.
Yeah, and Anna and myself, or Henrik and Anna, will go for a lot longer walks, and then if we switch it up, the little one can really only go around the block at this point, right? So we walk separately. We do a lot of things separately. Once the little one gets older, then, we'll adjust, and we just keep adjusting, how much time they spend together, how much time we spend with them, and all that sort of stuff. And it's just sort of a constantly checking and balancing where we are in the training program, because soon the little one is going to know a lot more cues than she currently does. She doesn't know nothing right now. So
she has got good instincts though.
Yeah,
her loose leash. I don't know. I think the breeder caretakers, they must have put these guys through like puppy boot camp or
Maria
something.
Jocelyn, big shout out. She's lovely.
Out of the gate, like she engages and she has a beautiful loose leash. It's like, okay, now it's now we just gotta continue this. Right now. Obviously, dog training is not a straight line, so we don't expect this to be excellent going forward. But it's a really good start.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I think that huge shout out to our breeder caretakers, because I think there's kind of this myth that people get a blank slate at 8 weeks. And there's been so much invested in those puppies up to that 8-week mark. And it's so nice as on both ends. So, I've been a breeder caretaker, I've been a puppy raiser, but to get a puppy that has had that really nice start on them, that they have some loose leash walking skills, they have some kenneling skills, they have kind of learned to offer a sit as a way of saying please, all of those really nice things. So that's very cool. And yes, I agree with you. And it's funny because I had one puppy that I raised who had beautiful loose leash walking until she was 10 months old. And because it had always been beautiful, like I paid it periodically and was like, this is great and it's wonderful. And then all of a sudden I had a 60-pound dog that wanted to drag me everywhere. And I was doing that foundation work from scratch at like 9-10 months. And I was like, oh, so much harder that way. Like, it's so much easier with a teeny tiny puppy. Although, the taller dog can reach the kibbles easier, but
it is. I almost look like John Cleese doing the silly walk as I'm treating these little puppies, because I don't want to stoop. No. I don't even know if it's a big deal anymore. But I remember from the early Pads days, it was like, do not stoop when you interact with your puppy. So obviously,
good for the glutes.
So we were asking about how you balance your exercise needs with puppies, and apparently it's all like glute work for the first couple.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, a lot of quads.
A lot of quads. Yeah. Well, I mean, we make time for ourselves as well, right? I mean, Anna has to spend time in a kennel. Almond has to spend time in a kennel, so we kennel them, and they're either in the house, in the same room with us, or they're in different rooms. I mean, Almond's not quite there yet, but Anna can spend time in her kennel by herself in another room, so then we can get a workout in.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we tried having a workout with both of them out, but that was.
It's like cue circus music.
Oh yeah. Like that we kind of knew it was a non-starter to begin with, but we kind of wanted to see what it's like. But doing push-ups into the jaws of an 8 or 9 weeker is truly terrifying.
Oh, I did that video. She's like, no. New fundraising idea. I'll run that one by Susie.
Yeah, that's right.
Susie, no. Okay. All right. Well, we're getting close to kind of the end of our time. So if anybody has any last minute burning questions that you want to ask Henrik and Meredith, and it's funny, we were just talking about how tall Henrik is, which is deceiving in this video because you guys look like you're the same height.
Totally.
Right now. How tall are you? Because I've seen the pictures of you loose leash walking your dog.
Yeah, I think I've shrunk a little bit in my old age, but I think right now I'm about 6'3".
6'3". So, and he's shrunk, people. So yeah, it's the bending over to the tiny, 8 inches tall puppy. So
yeah, exactly.
So any last thoughts? Anything you want to say to people watching? We've got a lovely crowd on here today. So just a really neat kind of group of people that are kind of tuning in. So thank you all so much for joining us. But last thoughts?
I mean, we said it in the beginning, we were really interested in joining Pads because of the dogs, but we really have stuck around for the decade or so that we've been with Pads for the community, and the community, the group of people that we are with. I mean, they are fantastic. They are like-minded, they just want to help, and they're the Pads family. And you don't see I just can't express my love for these people in words. They're just phenomenal, and to be a part of this family has really made our lives worthwhile. So if anybody out there is looking to volunteer, to you need like we were missing something in our lives, have a look at pads, and we just
Yeah,
it's been a
Yeah.
wonderful
for that
experience.
enough. I've been part of a few different communities in my life, and I mean, we talk about kind of, I grew up in the military where it's like small towns or military bases or whatever, and everybody knows everybody, and there's just this beautiful like mutual support that happens that you don't see much of anymore, and I see it all the time in this little village. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're very grateful that the two of you are part of it, and especially just not only the role that you play in the lives of these two dogs and their future clients, but the role that you play kind of within our community, supporting new raisers and other raisers, and even our clients and dogs. I know we mentioned Nicole and Walker, and I know they're watching today, but one of our client teams that lives nearby. But it's just it is that village, right? Like, I know there's been times that you've gone over there and taken Walker for a walk or hike or whatever, and that kind of mutual support is a beautiful thing. So thank you both so much for all that you do, and thanks for joining us today. I love these little features, just kind of getting a glimpse at some of the people that make up the village, and so thank you, and smooch those babies. I'm going through puppy withdrawals over here, so um but enjoy. Yeah, it's the one thing that I'm missing with COVID is all of the adorable puppy smooshes. So
That's right.
They do get.
Well, thank you, Tara.
Yeah, thank you, Tara, and thank you guys, and love to everybody in our Pads family.
bye, y'all.
Bye.